Among all members of Shadow Garden, Delta is known as one of the strongest and most dangerous fighters. Her incredible physical abilities, animal instincts, and overwhelming combat power make her a terrifying opponent. But strength is not the reason Delta is special. What truly separates Delta from everyone else is her unbelievable loyalty toward Shadow. Unlike others who admire Shadow's intelligence, leadership, or mysterious personality, Delta's connection with Cid Kagenou is much more direct and emotional. To her, Shadow is not just a leader. He is the person who gave her a place where she belongs. In this video, we explore why Delta may be the most loyal member of Shadow Garden, her past, her bond with Shadow, and why her devotion is different from the other 7 shadows. Why does Delta trust Shadow without question? Why does she follow him so naturally? And what makes her loyalty so powerful? Watch until the end to discover the hidden truth behind Delta's relationship with Shadow. Among the members of Shadow Garden, each person has their own reason for following Shadow. Alpha sees him as the ultimate leader. Beta admires his wisdom and words. Gamma believes in his vision. Epsilon seeks his recognition. Zeta respects his greatness. But Delta is different. She does not follow Shadow because of politics. She does not follow him because of strategy. She does not follow him because of his reputation. Delta follows Shadow because in her eyes, he is the person who changed her entire life. A warrior with incredible instincts. A fighter who can defeat enemies through pure strength. A person who trusts Shadow more than anyone else. But what is the real reason behind Delta's extreme loyalty? Why does she believe in Shadow without hesitation? And why might Delta be the most loyal member of Shadow Garden? Today we uncover the hidden truth behind Delta's loyalty. Part 1. Who is Delta? Delta is one of the 7 shadows and one of the strongest members of Shadow Garden. Unlike Gamma, who uses intelligence, or Alpha, who uses leadership, Delta represents pure combat ability. She is a beast-like warrior with incredible physical strength, speed, and instincts. Her fighting style is simple, overwhelming power. When Delta enters battle, she does not rely on complicated strategies. She uses her natural abilities to dominate opponents. Her senses, reflexes, and strength make her one of the most dangerous fighters in Shadow Garden. But behind this powerful warrior is someone with a much deeper story. Part 2. Delta's past and why Shadow matters to her. Before joining Shadow Garden, Delta experienced a difficult life. She belonged to a world where strength determined survival. Because of her nature and abilities, she was treated differently. Many people saw her only as a dangerous beast. But Shadow saw something different. He did not see a monster. He saw potential. He saw a powerful individual who deserved a place among others. This was extremely important for Delta, because Shadow was one of the first people who accepted her completely. He did not fear her. He did not reject her. He recognized her strength. Part 3, Delta's simple but pure loyalty. One of the most interesting things about Delta is that her loyalty is incredibly straightforward. Other members of Shadow Garden analyze Shadow's words. They study his plans. They try to understand his intentions. Delta is different. She trusts him naturally. To Delta, Shadow is simply the strongest and greatest person she knows. She does not question his decisions. She does not doubt his abilities. Her belief in him is absolute. This simplicity is what makes her loyalty unique. Part 4. Shadow is Delta's pack leader. Delta's personality is strongly connected to her beast-like instincts. She understands the world through loyalty and trust. For Delta, Shadow is not just a commander. He is the leader of her pack, the person she respects above everyone else. This creates a bond that is different from normal relationships. She does not follow him because she has to. She follows him because she wants to. Her instincts tell her that Shadow is someone worth protecting and following. Part 5. Why Delta trusts Shadow more than Anion. Delta is a character who values strength. She respects those who prove themselves. And Shadow has proven himself countless times. To Delta, Shadow is the ultimate example of power. Someone who cannot be defeated. Someone who always wins. Someone worthy of complete loyalty. But her respect is not based only on strength. It is also because Shadow gave her something more important, a place where she belongs. Part 6. Delta's loyalty during battle. The true meaning of Delta's loyalty appears during dangerous situations. When Shadow is involved, Delta does not hesitate. She does not fear powerful enemies. She does not worry about impossible odds. Her confidence comes from knowing Shadow exists, because she believes that as long as Shadow is there, everything will be fine. This level of trust is extremely rare. Part 7. Delta vis other members of Shadow Garden. Every member of Shadow Garden has deep loyalty toward Shadow, but their relationships are different. Alpha follows Shadow as a leader. Beta follows Shadow as an inspiration. Gamma follows Shadow's ideas. Epsilon follows Shadow's approval. Delta follows Shadow with complete instinctive trust. She does not overthink. She does not analyze. She simply believes. This makes her loyalty unique among the 7 shadows. Part 8. Delta's strength is her honesty. Many characters hide their true emotions. They act carefully. They think about appearances. Delta does not. She is honest about what she feels. If she respects someone, she shows it. If she trusts someone, she proves it. If she follows someone, she follows completely. This honesty makes her relationship with Shadow one of the most genuine connections in Shadow Garden. Part 9. Why Shadow values Delta. Although Cid often treats situations casually, he understands Delta's abilities. He knows she is an incredible fighter. He knows her instincts are valuable. Delta provides something that others cannot, pure determination. When Delta fights, she gives everything. She does not hesitate. She does not hold back. Her loyalty becomes one of her greatest strengths. Part 10. The true reason Delta is the most loyal member. So why is Delta considered one of Shadow's most loyal followers? Because Shadow gave her something she never had before. Acceptance, a purpose, a family. To others, Shadow is a legendary mastermind. To Delta, he is the person who accepted her when others did not. Her loyalty is not based only on power. It comes from gratitude and trust. She does not follow Shadow because he is strong. She follows him because he is Shadow. Final thoughts. Delta may not be the smartest member of Shadow Garden. She may not create strategies like Gamma. She may not lead like Alpha. But when it comes to loyalty, few can compare. Her strength comes from her heart. Her trust comes from her experience. And her devotion comes from the fact that Shadow gave her a place to belong. The world sees Delta as a powerful beast warrior, but Shadow Garden sees her as something much more. A loyal companion who would stand beside Shadow no matter what. In a world filled with powerful warriors and brilliant minds, sometimes the strongest bond is created through simple trust. Delta does not need complicated reasons to follow Shadow. She already knows the truth. Shadow is the one person she chooses to follow. And that is why Delta may be the most loyal member of Shadow Garden,